Hello, everybody. We got some. Last time we had a little bit of accumulation over here on Long Island. It was like started off as like hail or sleet, and I woke up and there was stuff on my driveway. This divorce. It's amazing, man. It's like it's a struggle. I had a struggle this past weekend, and you try to get yourself above water, but you can't. Sometimes it's so hard. I feel like at any point in time that I'm drowning, that like I'm swimming and someone has got their foot on my head. And just when I start thinking I can get to that surface, they push right back down on me. And I sink right back under. And I try. I always thought I was kind of like, I don't want to use the term resilient, but I guess resourceful. I always felt like I found ways to do whatever I wanted to do and still make everything work. But this is one of them that I can't just seem to wrap my head around. And as a result, it's just a constant struggle every day. Every day's a struggle. So, what happened last week? I guess it was Friday. Oh, last week, yeah, it was last Wednesday. So I get my kids Tuesday into Wednesday. I drop them off Wednesday night. So Wednesday night, I go to drop my kids off. And I'm like, where's your mother's car? Like, oh, she's on a work trip. I go, well, when's she coming back? My daughter's like, she's coming back tonight. And I was like, okay. So now I'm dropping my kids off with my ex-wife's boyfriend, who I've never met before. I've never met this guy before. I've seen him, but never met him. And my kids, I'm dropping off with them. So I reluctantly, I drop them off. And I go to my daughter and my son later on that night. I text them. I go, hey, listen, just let me know when your mother gets home. I hear nothing. My daughter actually sends me a text, LOL, she's laughing. I don't know really what to make of it, so I didn't really look too much into it. And I get them on Friday for the weekend. And I go like, hey, guys, when did mommy come home? Oh, she didn't come home until the next night. And I was like, so wait, I dropped you guys off with a guy who I've never met before. And your mother didn't even let me know that she wasn't going to be home? And they they look at you. I don't know. I have a hard time sometimes understanding what's going through my kids' minds when I ask this stuff. I don't know if they think I'm crazy or if I'm being like annoying or what. They're 10 and 12. I have a good relationship with them, I think. So yeah, I dropped my kids off with this guy who Big Rich, who I've never met. It freaking hurts. It's like, what the fuck is going on? Like, why couldn't I have my kids for the night? What would be the big deal in me having my kids for the night instead of dropping them off with this fucking guy who I've never met before? I don't know him for a hole in a wall. And what, I gotta trust my ex's judgment on guys? She picked me. Oh, I sure as hell ain't gonna trust her judgment. So, that was rough. And I was like, God damn it. So, we're supposed to communicate through this app, this Family Wizard app, our Family Wizard. I'm going to tell you right now, this app is freaking bullshit. It is horrendous. It's basically me paying $165 a year for a glorified text messaging system. It's got a calendar and it allows you to expense stuff. And it's horrendous. It's supposed to allow other people into the communication and be used in court. Now, here's the thing. There's no one else in the communications. There's no lawyers signed up to be in this thing. There's no judges signed up to be in this thing. So I'm essentially paying $165 for a messaging service that I can use for free. But this one holds up in court. Okay, great. So anyway, I reluctantly signed onto this app. Now, what's bad about this app is it tracks all your movements. So when you sign in, the other person knows you signed in and sees everything. I look at this as a form of another control. It's another control, another form of communication that can be exploited and used to hurt the other person. 100%. So I reluctantly sign into this thing, and I see 38 new expenses. What are we expensing? 58 new messages. Now, granted, I haven't signed in a couple of months. I purposely don't sign in. Because every time I sign in, I feel like there's more and more on top of this thing. And it like, you sit there and you're like, oh my God, like, what else could there be? What are we talking about? I don't want to talk to this person. I don't want this person to have any communication with me whatsoever. Anything that's super important or an emergency, you let me know. Otherwise, leave me alone. That goes back to, you know, someone having their foot on top of me while I'm trying to freaking swim. And I'm like, holy shit, this goddamn app. And the people that run this app think they're doing some sort of service. Bullshit. It's another way for people to make money off of these divorces that should not even exist. So then now I see that. So I'm like, Christ. So now I don't have my kids that one night. Now I have all these expenses. And I have all these new messages, and I don't read them. I don't want to know. I don't care. It's horrible. It's like, what do you want? What else do you want from me? Paying you want $2,000 a month from me, and I gotta more? You want more? You live in a goddamn $1 million house, making $150,000 a year. What else do you want from me? With 2 incomes into that house, big rich. It makes money too. More by myself. And you're just like, damn, leave me alone. Then I'm watching this goddamn movie. Forget the name of it. I'll put the name in the when I go to this. Where this father, it's like back in the 50s, and he's runs like a shoe glove factory, and he's got this daughter who stutters. And they take her to a psychologist and stuff, and they said that maybe she's making it up, whatever. And ultimately, the daughter runs off and goes to like protest against the Vietnam War. And doing so, like, she blows up a building or a gas station. It's hard, pretty crazy stuff. Long story short, whatever. This guy keeps looking for his daughter. I don't want to spoil the movie for anyone. And ultimately dies at the end. The guy dies, the guy gets old, dies. Not spoiling anything. That's what happens. And, you see this father in his casket, and you don't see him. And, like, it just set me down. Like a spiral. Like, I don't know if it was a spiral or, I just got so sad. I was upset, because this guy just looking for his daughter, and like that's it. Ends up dying. That's how I feel sometimes. It's like, is that it? Just gonna go in a fucking casket? It's tough. And these divorces, like people don't they don't care. No one cares, and they allow people to weaponize this system. It is a weapon to destroy someone else's life. And yeah, you could try to rationalize it. You could, I don't know, whatever you got to do. You could try to put it past you, which people say, Mike, put it past you. And it's like not so easy just to put it past you, to accept certain things. And, and I'm trying, and every day I try, I'm like, all right, today is going to be better than the next day. And then you open this fucking app, or you get an email, or you hear some other shit from your kids, or better yet, your daughter calls you Richie, and you're like, what the fuck? Now, yeah, maybe it's a slip. And it's like, the guy just wants a break. I just want to go away. Someone posted a picture of like a hut, like what appears to be like Afghanistan or Mongolia. I don't know where the hell it is, with like a dirt bike in front of it saying, family court can't reach me here. And that's the way I feel. I want to go away so bad. I want to leave. I don't want this woman to have any communication with me whatsoever. I need time to heal, to get my head above water. And I can't do it no matter what I do. I just constantly feel like I'm drowning on a day-to-day fucking basis. Just drowning. You try so hard. And some days you don't try. Like maybe if I don't try, it'll be better. I got an amazing girlfriend. It helps kids. Shit. You try so hard. And no one cares. It's like whatever. I got great friends. Well, everyone helps me. Great family. Everyone supports me and helps. And it's up to me to get through it. Maybe I'm not ready, or maybe I've been fighting for fucking 4 years, and it's like you don't know any better. You don't know any better, but then to fight and constantly be on guard. So I warn anyone going into marriage. Warn. You know, be prepared to know what you're getting in for. No one. I don't think a lot of people say or tell you, or you don't listen. In my case, I didn't even know. There was very little divorce in my family. I had an aunt who was divorced, and she had passed away by the time I had even gotten married. So we don't know. Man, the damage it could do to somebody, it's horrible. This is why guys have such a hard time getting through it. Decide to take other courses of action to get out, because you mentally can't. You can only process so much. You only have the bandwidth to handle so much. You know. So I don't know. Thanks for anyone who watches. You know, I hope something helps. I hope out of all these things, that's my goal, is to warn people, help people see what can happen, and maybe better prepare themselves for if they even do get into the situation. All I wanted was to be with my kids 50% of the time. I just wanted to be treated as an equal. That's all I wanted. It won't happen. You get in that family court system, divorce system, it's not going to happen. So, happy Monday, everybody. If you have any questions, let me know. You need any help, reach out. Help you in any way I possibly can. Probably the worst person to ask for help. But all right, everyone. Have a great day. Bye.